Talent, intelligence and confidence take time to be cultivated before you can finally reap the rewards. On the line is someone who undertakes this task to help women to reach their fullest potential. And this is Miss Deviyah Daranee. She's a pageant trainer and production director. Hello, Miss Deviyah.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Now, you trained young women to be confident. You transform themselves to prepare them for international pageants. Maybe you could just share with us, what are some of the qualities that is needed to make it there?
Qualities.
Yes.
Self-confidence is one of the most important things to actually embark anybody into the industry, whatever they want to do. The pageants basically help them create that foundation to go forward towards whatever they want to achieve. So, most importantly, self-confidence, knowing oneself.
But we have a lot of girls who aspire to be beauty pageants, but they are lacking that self-confidence and they go to you. So what kind of training do you provide them?
First, we help them discover themselves. All right, it's very simple. We ask them what their dream is, what their goal is. It's all very simple, and we put them through a series of training to bringing them back to basic. About how do you greet a person, how do you meet a person, and then when they slowly discover all of this, some of this they find that it is already within them. Okay, so when they go like, okay, how can we enhance it? Then we go about reassuring them, okay, now this is you. Now how do you go about making it a stronger person?
Right, to take what they already have and to
push them in the right direction.
Okay, and also this training at the end of the day will also help them because it prepares them for the working world, for the real world, not only the pageant, beyond the pageant as well.
Actually, whatever foundation we create with them is something that they can take for the rest of their life.
Okay.
Truly.
We see that many young girls join pageants because of the glamour and fame. How do you determine, how do you find a girl that is ready to go out there and work hard and represent the country?
Well, it all depends on the pageant. Now, every pageant, they are different like, for example, they have Miss World, Miss Universe. They all represent different representations. So you have to see which pageant you're representing. All right? So, like, for example, the one that I've worked most with, now they want to enhance the women, to give them a platform to enhance themselves for the rest of their lives. Now, so, okay, fine. So that's where we develop them. So it depends on the pageants that they're representing.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Deviyah, for joining us on the show.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I could go to Deviyah, because you were just telling me before the show that you do not have someone supporting you in your training. And how do you train for? Because it's only 1 month away till the international pageant. So what are you doing currently?
Right now, I'm doing my own research, and also I'm making my own dress, which is actually required in the segment of the pageant.
So you're making your own
dress?
Dress, okay.
That's required in the segment of the pageant, the international pageant, and this dress is made out of recycled items.
Okay,
all right. And so far, it's about the mental and physical preparations mostly. Because that's very, very important. When you go to the international pageant, you will be you'll be facing a lot of challenges. You will also be bombarded with different kinds of questions and a lot of activities. Anything might come up, so you have to prepare yourself for all of this.
Personally, for yourself, I mean, you are really young, you're only 23, and you are in the public eye, and if you win this international pageant, you'll be thrust further into the public eye, and this will create a lot of pressure. For yourself personally, how do you handle all this? You talk about sometimes feeling intimidated when placed next to somebody who is seemingly from a better country, perhaps a better physique, but how do you deal with it yourself? How do you give that confidence to yourself?
Well, even if you feel intimidated, you have to have that self-confidence. You have to tell yourself that you are already here and you've already won this and you're representing your country. So all you can do is do your best, and everyone is special in their own way. So we can't totally compare them. You know, we might have different talents that make us special in different ways. So beauty pageants are not only because of their physical appearance, it's also about the inner beauty as well. So you're judged based on a...
I'm interested when you say inner beauty because, I mean, even for myself at a small age, I would look at pageants, I would look at this beautiful woman on stage, I think that, I want to be that one day. They are inspiring. But then also we have the detractors who say that, no, beauty pageants, it encourages people to have a wrong perception of beauty, and that it diminishes a child's self-esteem, or they might become bulimic and things like that. So, I mean, when you talk about inner beauty, what kind of values should a beauty queen embody?
Well, I think beauty queens should have, first of all, they should be bold enough to face everything in challenges. And I think that beauty pageants actually boost a person's confidence to face the world. And the other thing is, I think they should be humble, as in, like the saying goes, the higher you go, the lower you bow. You know, you can't always think of yourself as a very high person or something, you know, someone with high power.
Okay.
You have to always bring yourself to a certain level when communicating.
So that you're relatable to people.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if you win the pageant, you have to be approachable, relatable, and people actually look up to you. Alright, okay, we'll have to go for the last commercial break, but when we come back, I have a beauty pageant enthusiast, I would say, and maybe he has a question for you, and we'll get to that after the short break. Stay with us.